Ampelmann is a global leader in motion-compensated gangways, providing offshore access to clients around the world. All these innovations and state-of-the-art systems start from somewhere, which begs the question, how do you go from concept to system? In this series, you'll learn the process Ampelmann takes from start to finish to deliver a system that is able to provide safe and reliable access to offshore platforms. Let's start by hearing from Ampelmann's Director of Innovations, Boudewijn Visser.
So an idea, it's always an interaction between people. So to come up with an idea, you need a group of people, an internal client or an external client, and you start small. And you have an idea, you put it on paper and you just show that to get feedback. And you reshape it to the next version. So we call that the build, measure, learn loop. And the first build could be a paper, and the second round could be a 3D model. Then you go to a prototype, a real skill, for example, and you iterate until you have a good, reliable product. And we do that with both the steel products as with the service, like the software products we deliver. So when do you make an idea into a real product? So there's a moment in time. You check if the product is technically feasible and if there's still a market, and then you just go for it. Yeah, so who is involved in this whole process? All the stakeholders. So you need your internal client or your external client. You need the engineering, you need maintenance, you need all the parties involved to operate that system on the end. So ideally how long does it take from an idea to a real product? That varies. So for a software or a service, that could be a few weeks or a month, for example. If you look at gangway systems, a lot of steel components, I think it's 2 years. But if you take the whole process from the first technology into a line product, it could even take 5 years. Yeah, so how do we see the future for our innovations? We're going to expand, or we're expanding our portfolio. We used to have only 2 systems in that, and we're expanding it to 5, and then with a lot of variations. So to make that possible, to scale that, we take the same technology module into all these products. So underneath the hood of these products, it's based on the same technology. So with that, it's scalable. And if you look at our long-term vision, is that to drive the power consumption down. That you can do offshore access with only a small amount of power.
Join us for our next episode, where we hear from our engineers on how we move from a concept into the design phase of an Ampelmann system.